Oh yeah, bro. You guys know BlackySpeakz. I don't know if y'all know him. Right, BlackySpeakz, he is a YouTuber who mainly covers stuff that happens in the music world. For example, controversies with artists, album releases, and all that type of stuff, right? Last year, December, I think it was like late December, he was constantly talking about, oh, I'm releasing a new song January 1st, you know, pre-save it to your iTunes, yada yada yada, all that stuff, right? Because now he wants to dabble into music. I'm like, hey, go ahead. You've made a living talking about it, so it makes sense for you to, I don't know, kind of also indulge in the craft. So I'm like, hey man, if that's what you want to do, go ahead, do it. I haven't listened to the song yet. I kind of wanted to live react to it, and apparently I've seen some videos talking about, oh, it's the worst song of 2023, which is a crazy thing to say. That's a crazy thing to say, but I want to check. I really want to listen to the song to see if that's truly the case or niggas just dick eating. Let us listen to the song. I wonder if he has the song copyright claimed. He might. Doesn't matter, to be honest, doesn't matter. We'll still listen to it and give our honest opinion. Okay, you guys are all gonna listen to it with me, and we'll see if it's hot or not. So let me put the controller down. Alright. Like, bro, look at this. BlackySpeakz dropped the worst song of the year. We need to talk about it. Why the song didn't work. When a YouTuber tries to react. To be fair, there are good instances of YouTubers rapping, right? Like KSI and DDG. There are two YouTubers who have made good songs off of, or good careers off of rapping. So it's not like when a YouTuber tries to react, you feel me? And then there's also situations like what is this guy's name? It's not Rap God. It's, fuck, I forgot his name. Roast God? No, I really forgot his name. But he used to make like a lot of diss tracks, and they were really good diss tracks too. Like the one that he made on Rice Gum, the one that he made on Jake Paul. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's listen to it. Give us a blind reaction.
I got so sad.
I don't know how I feel about, you know, auto-tune. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So I truly don't know how to, again, it's like what, 11 seconds into it. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like certain artists rely too heavily on, some artists do rely too heavily on auto-tune. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I like it when an artist is able to use like T-Pain. T-Pain is an example of an artist who can use auto-tune. It sounds good, but they also sound amazing without it. So I'm not too sure how I feel about this one. Need to continue listening to the song. Yeet is an example of an artist who relies a lot on auto-tune, but just based on the type of music that he's making, it really works. So again, we'll keep going for it. Also, considering how much money you make from YouTube, I don't know why you're sleeping. Why are you sleeping without a bed frame? Maybe, okay, there's probably a message being conveyed here. That's probably the reason why. But like, with the amount of money you make on YouTube, I don't understand. Hold on, let's look at this guy's channel. There's no way you'd be sleeping without a bed frame. There's no way you'd be sleeping without a bed frame. Right? With the amount of content that he's able to make. Yeah. The amount of views that his channel gets. For sure. There is no way you don't have enough money to make a bed frame. Or to buy like a bed frame. But again, it's probably portraying. It is portraying an image.
I got so sick of living like this. Told myself time to go get it. Yeah. Told myself time to go get it. I got so sick of.
That part feels off in the auto-tune. Again, I don't want to like straight critique. rinse, wash, and repeat content, the thumbnails are the, hold on. The thumbnails are the same, right? Because every YouTuber of a certain size has like a theme of, it's part of the branding, right? Every single thumbnail you'll see, oh, this certain type of thumbnail belongs to this certain type of YouTuber. For example, right? You see like this certain type of like art style for the thumbnail. The devil, the angels, like Sunny V2's content was very much, you could look at the thumbnail and you can tell which YouTube creator it is based on the thumbnail itself, the thumbnail alone. Especially back when he was doing rise and fall videos, like these ones, you could definitely tell, oh look, rise and fall, with the specific type of art style. You could tell which YouTuber it was. It's just part of branding. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really have that much of a critique for the thumbnails themselves. As for what he talks about in his videos, let's go back to it. Let's see. Yeah, right now he just gives his opinion on what is going on in the music industry. Why an album is flopping, what the specific artist said, and what his thoughts are on it, and shit like that, you know? So, yeah. Oh yeah, but this part. Also, I kind of expected that to rhyme in the beginning. I mean, you'd expect a rhyme, right? Like a full 16 bar, but that didn't rhyme. But hey, first song, not gonna judge. I don't think I would even do better. Actually, no. I'd see.
I got so sick of living like this. Told myself time to go get it. Yeah. Told myself time to go get it. I got
that part right there. Told myself time to go get it. That part is off in the auto-tune. I know I'm not tripping. That part sounds off when it comes to the auto-tune. But we need to continue to oh my. Nah. People really did not fuck with this. People really did not look at the like to dislike. It's almost 50-50. Ugh. Oof. Hey.
got so sick of living like this. Told myself time to go get it, yeah.
Oh, that looks good.
I got so sick of living like this.
Oh, that looks good. That food right there, that shit looks good. Now that's eating good. That's eating good right there.
Time to go get it, yeah. I told myself I was gonna get it for me and my family. We done been through so much hurt and agony.
Okay, he's emoting a bit too much. Hey, he may be passionate about the song, right? But the movement. My fault. I hit the microphone. Sorry if you guys heard that. Yeah, but it looks like he's he's emoting a bit too much for the track. Especially like for what you're saying and what you're doing. Like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You feel me? You just it doesn't work for you to do all this for saying, oh, I say I'm gonna feed my family, I'm gonna help my friends, I'm gonna do all this. Like you're just doing too much. You feel me? But yeah. Aside from that, hey. Also, you're lying too much. This is the only one of the critiques I will give you. Like positive reinforcement? No. What is it? Constructive criticism. Don't rely too much on auto-tune. Blacky, you have a perfectly okay voice. You have a perfectly good voice. You could take some singing lessons if you want to kind of hit these type of tunes, these type of like pitches and stuff like that. You could see a music teacher, and you can just like work on it to the point where you don't need auto-tune as much, depending on the type of music that you're trying to go for. It's like that one guy, the boy, should be you know that guy, that French guy. He is able to make that song with and without auto-tune. So like auto-tune just helps it shine a little bit. It like polishes it. Never use auto-tune as a never use auto-tune as a substitute. Use it as a tool to help you, right? It's supposed to polish your work, not carry it. Don't break the auto-tune's back trying to rely on it with the constant singing, with the yeah, and then it ends up sounding like you end up having auto-tune that's yeah, they say you keep on evolving. Like, yeah, we're not trying to do that, right? We're trying to have like normal things. We're not trying to have where your voice starts going wobbly and all that stuff with the auto-tune and shit like that. Don't let the auto-tune carry you. Go get some vocal lessons and have it work with you, right? Help it polish your work instead of having it function as like the crutch that you need, right? We have artists like Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande, Beyonce. They all use auto-tune. Trust me, and you know this because you're part of the music industry. Well, you cover the music industry. Every single artist uses auto-tune, and all of them use it to varied degrees, right? A lot of them, the best ones, the top of the game, use it to polish their work rather than to carry it. Unless, again, you're going into certain like trap style of genre where, for example, we have like Travis Scott, Playboy Cardi, right? Where they use auto-tune to, you know, enhance their work. Where it is a substitute, but for them, it kind of works. I think it's also based on the vibe of the song, right? What is the intention of the song? If you have a song like, I'm trying to think of a song. If you're trying to have a song like Sicko Mode or Goosebumps or Out the Way, right? Or Talk, but I'm just thinking of these random tracks, right? If you're gonna have these songs, the vibe of the song also needs to match the auto-tune. Sorry, there's something flying here, right? For example, yeah, I've given these songs, but if the song is just supposed to be like headbanger, just hype and all that shit, doesn't matter the lyrics. The auto-tune may help it. It just like, you know, you don't care. The auto-tune is supposed to play with the melody of the song and it just gets you hyped. But if you're going to be talking about something personal, something really deep, like you said you want to do in most of your music, and you're going to do this, where you're going to rely on auto-tune, it's going to sound off. I think that's going to be the criticism. It's going to sound off. If you're going to, I mean, I guess some songs work like long time. And certain like XXX to the Lil Peep, certain songs do work when you have auto-tune, but you also have like a deep meaning behind the lyrics. But again, it really does depend on how much auto-tune, where the auto-tune is used, the instrumental, because the instrumental definitely does carry. It determines whether your auto-tune works or not. And yeah, it's just those three things right now off the top of my head. So yeah, my only advice to you, don't go so heavy on the auto-tune.
Yeah. I told myself I was gonna get it for me and my family.
And again, don't over-emote in your music videos. It works sometimes, but right now it's not working for you. There could be other ways you could record B-roll footage. For example, how about the whip? Nope. I don't want to get copyright claimed, but there are some emotes where, like, if you're recording a music video, sometimes it works, And I think it also depends on how fast you emote. I don't think it's the emotes themselves, it's just how fast you do them, right? Because if you look at, like, for example, Kochaisi, his movements are very, like, yeah, he's emoting, but it doesn't feel too intense, right? Some of them look natural, some of them don't feel natural. Where let me just quickly find the one part. Like that emote right there, right? Some of these natural does not look natural, but if you're gonna have something that doesn't look natural, then it shouldn't stay for too long, because then it ends up looking a bit too cringe, right? Maybe he's working with the ADHD where it's constantly flipping through, so you can't really overly focus on one emote. Maybe that's something you need to learn. I did remember you saying that the video was recorded by your father. But yeah, then you need to work on, like, editing. Maybe you need to hire an editor for that. Or you can edit yourself. I don't know. I don't know how your editing style is like. I know with most of your videos, you take, like, 4 pieces of B-roll footage of, like, maybe an artist's music video, and then just have that shit play, and then play something else. Like, you don't do a lot of editing, but you could add some editing to your music videos if you're gonna do that type of stuff. But yeah, it needs to feel a little bit more organic, in my opinion. And mind you, I'm not, all these criticisms that I'm throwing your way, I am not doing them out of hate. I'm really not. I just want you to recognize that these are, like, with this dislike rate, look at this dislike rate right here. Look at it right here, right? 4.9 thousand likes, 3.9 thousand dislikes, right? There are definitely, one, you might have haters, true. But 2, there are definitely certain things that are happening in your music video and in the song itself that people are definitely not vibing with, that are criticizing. So that's why I'm trying to say, speaking to you from, like, this is where you can improve. What's the name of the song? Let me, right here. Told Myself by BlackySpeakz. Right? There we go. Let me continue.
When I'm through so much, her and I don't get it from me and my family. When I'm through so much, her and agony.
Hey, what did you say?
And my family. When I'm through so.
When I'm in. I know you're probably saying you went through so much, but what is the lyric there? Show the transcript.
Much. Told myself I was gonna get it from me and my family. When I'm through so much.
We have been.
Her and agony.
We have been. We have been through so much. Okay.
When I stack, I promise I'll give back.
That bar, that was not a bar. That was not a that was not a bar. That was not a bar. Bro is being battered. No, it's not that. It's just, again, it's his first song, so I'm not trying to, like, hate. I'm really trying to give this criticism from a genuine place. I mean, he did say he used to do poetry growing up. I think most of us, I wouldn't say most of us, but a lot of guys definitely did do poetry growing up. I used to do a lot of poetry growing up. Not gonna lie, turn this stinker off. Nah, still need to get through it. We need to give criticism, honest criticism too. But yeah, but I'll check out the song that you recommended afterwards. Let me just
watch me work.
But I'm not gonna.
When I stack, when I'm through so much, her and agony. When I stack, I promise I'll give back.
That right there, that was not a bar. You could have played so much with the song. You could have added so much, but when I stack, I promise I'll give back. It's just, no. You wouldn't let any other rapper slide with that unless it was Kanye. Because for some reason, Kanye is able to slide with so many bad bars. Kanye is able to get away with the worst bars because he's Kanye. Everybody's waiting for you to say the wrong thing. Okay, you the king, Burger King. Hold on, where's that line? Hold on. Okay, you the king, Burger King. Bro, I don't know how people let Kanye get away with this one.
Everybody waiting for me to say the wrong thing.
Okay, you the king, Burger King. I don't know how people let Kanye slide with that shit. I truly don't know how people let him slide with that. But you wouldn't let most niggas slide with that shit. So don't. Okay, you the king, Burger King. Like, come on.
Just watch me work. Just watch me work.
Again, and also right now, as we are, 44 minutes into a 2-minute song, the song is lacking a lot of lyrical content. You're saying something, but you're not saying enough. That's a critic. Again, knowing what you said you were trying to do with this song and the other songs you're planning to do moving forward, you're saying something, but you're not saying enough. That's one of the criticisms I'll give you. You're saying a lot. Well, no, you're not saying enough. You could add so much. You could add double entendres. You could add triple entendres. You could add play on words, metaphors. You could add so much. You're being too direct. That's the way I could say it. You're being too direct with your songs. There are so many artists, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Logic, Eminem. There's so many, even Yeet, Playboy Cardi. There's Lil Uzi, right? There's so many artists who are saying something, but the way they convey what they're saying is different. They can say, these guys are corny or something. The kids so motherfucking burgers, I'm calling them Five Guys. The kid's fire than a grease ball, yeah, he fried. That is such a unique way that Yeet just decided to say you're corny, right? You're you're unoriginal, you're not unique, right? These kids so motherfucking burgers, I'm calling them Five Guys. The kid's frier than a grease ball, yeah, he fried. Like, what are we talking about? But it's Yeet, and he makes it work, right? It's a play on words, double entendre, from Yeet, of all people. Yeet! So, yeah, you're being too direct. Most artists don't really get through, they don't get their message across from being direct. To say, I went downstairs and I went and get a burger, then I went and ate that shit. I felt it good. Like, no, like you don't really convey much of a message from being overly direct. I went to bed, I woke up and I sat, I played my video games and I did, like, no. Add some play on words, add some double entendres, add something unique. Don't be overly direct, right? Music is poetry, true. But just like poetry, there are different ways of doing it where, yes, you can be direct, but you can also subvert, have little things slipped in between, different phrasing, and all that stuff. So that's something that you need to work on.
Apartment floor, it was cold as hell. All we had was rice and beans on the shelf.
Blacky! I'm trying my hardest not to. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying my hardest. Bro, I'm trying. I'm trying so hard not to. I'm trying so hard not to hate. Bro, Blacky, you need to see what's going on with chat. You have to see what's going on with my chat. Because right now, my chat, I barely have many people in my chat. I have like 5 people in my chat right now. But they are not fucking with it. Right? Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at what they're saying. He stinks. Oh man, hold on. It's because he made great graduation. That's true. That's why people that kind of get away with a lot of things. Never step into a kitchen again. Oh brother, never let him cook. Turn him off. Never. Oh man, yuck. Nah, come on. Nah. Oh man. I think this is a good size for chat.
2014, I almost lost my health. Shot at my pops, on God he helped.
You need to work on your rhyming scheme. I will say that. You need to work on your rhyming scheme. You need to work on your rhyming scheme, the directness of your bars, work on auto. Yeah, these are the. I'm gonna list it at the end of it. Actually, I'm gonna take note of everything that you've done, right, and basically list what you need to work on, and then give you an overall score out of 10 or a grading score. Oh yeah, I'll give you a score out of 10, and then I'll give you a grade.
Can't believe they doubted us. Look at all the money that we touched. We done seen a lot of pesos in our days. They just wanna stop us from sailing away. These days I see every battle as a blessing. Gotta go harder on my lures, I can't be resting. I got
Transcribe. Maybe I'm deaf.
Gotta go harder on my lures, I can't be resting.
It's not even this thing understands what you're transcribing. Also, I will say that for musical artists, please transcribe your music, right? So that while I don't have to go to Genius to search up your lyrics, I can look at the lyrics while listening to the music video. It's not that hard, okay? It doesn't take more than 5 minutes if you have a good computer. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes to transcribe a 2-minute song. Yeah, trust me. You'll be doing all of us a favor.
I gotta push through these walls, I'ma break down till my time is up. I wanna be great now. We had no options, but we still made it possible. We did it honorable. Fuck they hate.
I'm curious.
But we still made it possible.
I'm curious. I'm very curious.
We did it honorable.
Over here. Because I know usually when you're recording music videos, right? I know usually when you're recording music videos, it's like, how do I describe it? Hold on, let me just chat a little bit. There we go. I know when you're recording music videos, you're basically like playing the song over and over and over so you can record the B-roll footage, right? That's usually how it goes. It's typically how the bullshit goes, right? So as I'm looking at this, I am truly wondering, is the music right there, that right there, right over here, are you playing the song on like your laptop, or are you playing it on speakers so that you can like say these bars and shit like that? I'm curious. He desperately needs to rhyme zone. He just needs to use that to help with his bars. What the hell is rhyme zone? Hold on. What the hell is rhyme zone? What the fuck is this? I never even knew this was a website. Let's say harmony. Harmony. Ew. These are bad. These are bad. Did I spell harmony wrong? Is that why? No, I spelled it right. Got me thinking I can't spell. Certainty, carelessly, urgency. Okay. Okay. Did not know this shit was a, I did not know this shit was a thing. Wow. Where is it?
Fuck they hating for, but we still made it possible. We did it honorable. Fuck they hating for. Why they wanna take away our shine? They don't wanna work, they don't wanna grind. I told myself I was gonna get it from me and my family.
No. Don't do that, please. Don't. It's very rare where you can get an artist who will hit a point in their song where their pitch, like, is inaudible, and somehow it still works.
I ain't for. Why they wanna take away our shine? They don't wanna work, they don't wanna grind.
Also, you said after hearing this one song, it's going to be the type of energy that you plan on moving on into the future, the type of music or lyrical content that you plan to move into the future. So, what music are you trying to do into the future? Is it like, oh, I had to work hard to feed me and my family? Is that going to be the theme of most of your music? Won't it get stale at some point? I don't know.
I told myself I was gonna get it from me and my family. For my family. For my family.
For my family. My fault.
I got so sick of living like this. Told myself time to go get it, yeah.
Also, again, 1.1 million subscribers get a lot of money a month. A lot of money. I would say well into the 6 figures. High 5, low 6 figures. I'd say that. High 5, low 6 figures in terms of income. Why do you not have a bed frame? And like, even if it's to portray a message, that makes me think that him and his father, maybe him, just lifted up the bed from the bed frame, took it to the other side of the room, plopped it down, and I was like, let me record the video where I was in poverty. You know? I don't know what it is.
Told myself time to go get it. I got so sick of living like this. Told myself time to go get it, yeah.
Bro, it's during the daytime. Get the fuck out of bed, please. Get the fuck up. Bro, the sun's beaming into your room. Get the fuck up, bro.
Yeah. I told myself I was gonna get it from me and my family. With them and through so much.
Again. Okay, so we're already at the second chorus, but it doesn't feel like you put a lot into the first verse, the first and second verse. Actually, no, I think it's just one verse. Right? Because it starts off with the chorus, verse 1, chorus. You didn't put much into your first verse. So now it just feels like fast food. That's how your music feels like. And feels like fast food with low-key food poisoning. I'm sorry to say, but it does need a lot of work.
And agony. When I stack, I promise I'll give back. Just watch me work.
I really don't like that bar. I really don't like that bar. I don't like that bar.
Just watch me work.
Yeah, you man, shout out to his pops for helping him with the recording of the video. Shout out to BlackySpeakz for even trying to enter the space, the music space. After what? I don't know how long he's been making content for. But hey, at least he's tried, right? I can't hate on a nigga for trying. It's been on YouTube since 2017. Right? So I can't hate on a nigga for trying. So, to summarize it, what you need to do, fix your rhyming pattern, add more content to your verses, right? Let's see. So, what else? Don't rely so heavily on auto-tune. Those are like the top 3. Don't be so animated. Don't be overly animated in your music videos. And yeah, I think those are like the 4 ones. Oh yeah, it's the bars. The bars are the ones that have been fucking it up the most. If I were to rate it out of 10, unfortunately, I would give it a solid 2. Yeah, I'd give it a solid 2 to like 3. So that's like, what? I think that's an F. It's a D or an F. I'll just say D minus. I'll give you a D minus. Yeah, there's just a lot of work. Again, it's your first one, so expected, right? Nobody's gonna be a master off their first craft. Shit, it took me a while to learn how to play the guitar. Actually, no, I didn't. I was pretty good at playing the guitar off rip. But yeah, not a lot of people are good at things off their first attempt. And yeah, there's a lot of work. You can do it. I believe in you. And yeah. How is the chat feeling about it though? If I was his dad, I would have pulled the toe. Nah, let's turn off chat. Let's turn off chat for now. Yeah, it doesn't seem like chat's fucking with it. Nigga said he's practicing in front of 700,000 to 1 million YouTube followers. They call this shit practice. That's crazy.
You're gonna put yourself in a huge spotlight whenever you drop any music of your own after giving your opinion, you know, on other people's shit after a time. You're gonna be basically...
Oh yeah, that's true. If you criticize something and you then end up indulging in said something, the amount of criticism you're gonna get is gonna be worse. You're gonna be looked at from a molten, magnifying glass, right? If Anthony Fantano were to release a song, the amount of people on the internet who would be hounding him, even if the song is good, the way they would be like, I'll see what you're doing. I don't fuck with it. I don't like it. Fuck you, nigga. Like, there's gonna be so many people, focus, there are gonna be so many people who are gonna be like that, where the second Anthony Fantano releases a song, whether people fuck with it or not, people are gonna be on his dick, bro. So same thing with BlackySpeakz. It's him, BlackySpeakz, and him, BlackySpeakz, Sean, I'm Dante, and also Hello Ya. I forgot this guy's channel name. It's like Hello Ya. Yeah, this guy. If he were to make music, he would also get heavily criticized based on the track. So yeah, it's just part of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If Academics dropped the song, no matter whether or not, like with Anthony Fantano, no matter what, if he dropped a song, I feel like Academics would get even worse critique than actually no, never mind. Because Anthony Fantano rated My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy a 6 out of 10, I think. It was a 6 out of 10. And then he rated Sexy Red's latest album an 8 out of 10. Oh no, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy was a 7. And Sexy Red's latest album was an 8. So yeah, he would definitely get treated worse. Way worse. To be honest, with this type of beat, I cannot think of a single artist. I can't think of one artist who could hop on this beat or who can hop on this instrumental and turn it into something good. I think he was doomed from the start because it's just like, it's a very average, it's a mediocre to below average beat. I cannot think of a single artist who could hop on this beat and turn it into something good. Maybe 21 Savage, but even then, I don't think I could. Right, this is one of those tracks, like, bro, I'm a very big lover of instrumentals. If a song is hard, I will download the instrumental. Fuck it, what is that one? Fashion Demon? What was it? Fashion what is it? Carson. Not fighting demons. Fashion. Is it fashion demon? If looks could kill. Like, bro, this instrumental, I could listen to the entire track without Ken Carson on it. It's a good instrument. I love it. Right? It really does give off that Batman vibe. You know, like you're parading Gotham City. I'm Batman. It has that energy. To be honest, I actually kind of prefer it more without Ken Carson on it. But it's a good instrumental. I can't imagine any top tier artist, mainstream artist, hopping on this instrumental and turning it into something good. That's just me. What about the instrumental for Trippie Redd's Lit? Oh, bro, that song is such wasted. That song is such wasted potential. Oh my god, I hate, bro, Trippie. That song was so good. Bro, Trippie had the chance to make one of the best songs ever. He fucked it up.